Welcome to the Sports Con here on YouTube. I'm your host Daniel with your top sports stories. It went from on to Game 7 to the end of the series within 17 seconds. Being down a goal with 1:16 to go, Brian Bickle would score the equalizer for the Blackhawks thanks to a great pass from captain Jonathan Toews. Then just 17 seconds later, Dave Bolland scored the go-ahead goal for Chicago with just under a minute to go. The Blackhawks would kill the remaining 59 seconds and win Game 6 3-2. Chicago takes the series 4-2 and claim their second Stanley Cup title in 4 years. What an ending in Boston, with the irony being that it's the Bruins that fall to the late comeback this time, and in the same building. Still a nice effort by them, but they fell just short on defense late in Game 6 and lose the series on their own home ice as a result. Still, it does take an opportunistic team to take advantage of defensive lapses by the Bruins, and the Blackhawks were that. They weren't settling for the fact that Game 7 was going to be played on their own home ice in Chicago, but played their best to win Game 6 while it was still being decided. It's that effort why they're going back to Chicago with the Cup rather than getting ready for another game. Side note, Patrick Kane gets the Conn Smythe Trophy for being the most valuable player in the postseason. Kane had 9 goals and 10 assists throughout the playoffs, 3 goals and 2 assists in the finals. Moving to tennis, a shocker takes place during the first round of Wimbledon. Really, this early? Rafael Nadal, who had just won his 8th French title a couple of weeks ago, was ousted in round 1 of Wimbledon by Belgian player Steve Darcy. Nadal was beaten in straight sets too, 7-6, 7-6, 6-4. It was the first time Nadal was eliminated in the first round of any Grand Slam tournament. A stunner to say the least with Nadal's early exit. I guess the seeding for him was actually a bit generous, with hindsight being 20/20. But it's not like Darcy is new or anything. He's 29 years old, which makes this win over Nadal even more impressive, or more strange. Maybe you can blame Nadal's knees for the loss. They have been troubling him in the past, but even if the knees enter into it, you gotta think Nadal could have gotten out of the first round. So congrats to Darcy, all eyes will certainly be on him. It'll be interesting to see how far the 135th ranked player in the world can go. 135th? What's wrong with you, Nadal? Coming back to our side of the pond, top scores and stories in baseball include Yasiel Puig leading the Dodgers to a 3-1 victory over the Giants in LA. After hitting a home run in the first inning, Puig hit in the go-ahead run in the 8th with a single to left field. The Rays snapped the Blue Jays' 11-game winning streak with a 4-1 win in Tampa. Back-to-back-to-back home runs in the second inning by James Loney, Will Myers, and Sam Fuld helped fuel the Rays in the victory. Michael Brantley's 4 RBIs helped the Indians defeat the Orioles 5-2. Brantley had a 2-run single in the 6th to give Cleveland the lead, followed by a 2-run home run in the 8th to give them some extra cushion. And the Padres beat the Phillies in 10 innings, 4-3. Pods outfielder Kyle Blanks hit a walk-off RBI single in the 10th with the bases loaded. For more, be sure to follow me on Twitter at TheSportsConSF. You can also follow me at TheSportsCon.blogspot.com. I'm Daniel saying let's get a parade going in Chicago, and goodbye.